detailed. I understand you're executive MBA students, so this should be a piece of cake for you. But you can follow along. I'm going to ask these folks specifically. I'm going to ask you a question, and then you're going to have to write the answer down legibly, Warren, on the sheet of paper. Okay? Yeah. I am going to give all of you, metaphorically speaking, a $20 bill. Okay? $20. Each of you have $20. And you can either keep all of those $20, or you can take a portion of it or all of it and put it in a collective pot. Okay, now this was done in groups of 4, in a collective pot. Now, once you all put that contribution in the pot, I will then add 40% on top of that. Woohoo! And then the resulting larger pot, I will then divide equally among all 4 of you, regardless of how much your initial contribution was. You follow that one? Excellent. So I'd like you to write down the number, something between 0 and 20, write it largely, about how much you would put in the initial pot. I am going to add 40% on top of that. I'm then going to take the resultant and just divide it equally among all 4 of you. Write it down. How much would you put in? How much would you put in? You could put in 0 to 20. It's David, right? Excellent. So David, would you like to show the crowd, what did you decide to put in? $10. Excellent. Okay, excuse me. No. $10. So David put in $10. Excellent. What have you got here, Jake? 10. Excellent. Okay, Wanda. She's going to put in 20. Excellent. And Warren, baby. 20. Yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now I have to do a little bit of math here. So if you could move over to the side a little bit. Okay, so we've got 60. Okay, I'm going to increase that by 40. So we've got $24 more into the pot. We add that to 60. There's $84 in the total pot. We take 84, we divide that by 4. We've got $21. We're going to give $21 to each of you. Yippee! Wanda, you're not looking very happy.
I have more generosity of spirit.
She has more generosity of spirit. Really? Huh.
That's why I'm in the NBA.
It's why. You know, so here's what happened. Initially, we all assumed positive intent. We assumed that if I contribute, somebody else will contribute at least something else. Now, Wanda, not to make you feel bad or anything, but the average contribution in the study initially was $9. $9. What they found is that subsequent rounds, people felt like Wanda here. I mean, Wanda's going, hey, wait a minute, I put in 20, and we got 2 slackers here who only put in 10. That means Wanda's walking out with an extra $1 in her pocket. Woohoo! And these guys are walking out with an extra 11 because they put in 10. We call this phenomenon.
Yes! Screw the neighbor! Metaphorically speaking.
And this is the leader of your executive MBA. So I heard you're building a program on ethics-based principled leadership. Okay. Oh, gosh. So what was interesting is that subsequent rounds, people felt like Wanda. We've got a bunch of freeloaders, people who did not contribute as much as I did. You know, so we've got David here who's going, thumbs up, yeah, man. And Wanda's going, hey, I don't know about that. So what do you think happened in subsequent rounds? What do you think the average contribution was? Do you have Wanda at 20? Drop to what?
Because you want to keep your money because you don't trust anybody else.
Yeah, we got David over here, so maybe we might drop down to what? What would you drop down to? 5. Lower. How much? That's a little too low. $3. $3. A contributing team member, knowing that they're being taken advantage of, will step back and become a spectator. What would you do? I don't know about you, but I would prefer to take the high road. Assume positive intent, because we will all still win. Otherwise, you're in a vicious cycle.